we're counting down some of our favorite broken moves in fighting games. Insane damage,
Turbo! I can't believe he did it. I cannot believe he did it.
Oh boy.
But thank God he was ready for the reaction anyway. That was a game over.
unblockable setups,
Sample.
and cheese out the wazoo. These are some of the most insane attacks of all time. So, without further ado, let's get started. To kick things off, we have King's Down Forward 1 from Tekken 1. This move is simply insane. King's DF1 is a normal that's better on block than it is on hit. And not just a little bit better. Landing this on block leaves your opponent completely vulnerable for more than 1.5 seconds. In short, if you see the startup frames for this move, it's better to drop your guard and eat the hit than it is to block it. On hit, the move is +9, meaning you'll take some damage, but nothing too serious. On block, however, +93. Oh, and it also staggers. If you block this move, you get guaranteed float launched, and there's nothing you can do about it. Surely this was a mistake from an intern who accidentally typed the wrong value when coding the move, but it made it through all the way until the game went gold, and we're so glad it did. This move alone makes King the undisputed best character in the original Tekken. Next up, we have Storm. Storm is one of the best characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but there's another fighting game where she's even better.
X-Men vs. Street Fighter!
X-Men vs. Street Fighter, released in 1996, is the first game in the Marvel vs. Capcom series. It's a tag fighter where you pick two characters who can sub in and out. Unfortunately, you only need one to win the game. Of the roster's 17 characters, one stands, quite literally, above the rest. Storm is one of two characters in XVSF that has an air dash, but Storm's does something it's not supposed to. You see, there's air dashing, and then there's this. A super air dash that sends you so far out of the map, you can't be seen anymore. And that combines with another coding error. When in the air, Storm's heavy punch auto-cancels, meaning you can hit confirm into basically anything. Magneto, the other character with an air dash, and Chun-Li, who has a triple jump, are the only two characters that can hope to contest Storm while she's busting it down aerial style. But if they fail to get a combo going before Storm jumps a couple of times, she'll build her level 3 meter, which means she can start using Hailstorm, which covers the full screen and chips. So the basic game plan is jump into the air, build Hailstorm, shoot it at your opponent who is forced to block, and that'll give you enough time to do it all over again. Next, we have a game that is notorious for cheap moves and unfun mechanics. Honestly, we could have picked any of a dozen or so moves and made a compelling case for why it's broken. But here's my favorite from Injustice Gods Among Us, the dumpster. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Injustice Gods Among Us has stage hazards called interactables. There are cars, elevators, drones, all sorts of things that can be used differently by various characters. There's even a dead pig that slides on a meat hook and acts as a full-screen projectile. But when you get to the alley in Gotham City, there's a dumpster close to the Ace Chemical truck that is absolutely broken. This dumpster can be thrown by power characters and deals 25% damage. Not only that, but it's unblockable and hits OTG. So if you get knocked down in the corner, you're losing a quarter of your life guaranteed. On most characters, the dumpster is a pretty good way to tack on some damage at the end of a combo, but with a character like Batman, this dumpster becomes a tool of absolute destruction. Once you get your opponent cornered, you basically threaten the air with projectiles, throw your batarang, create a situation where they have to block, and then throw the dumpster at them. Rinse and repeat, and you've won the game. Next on our list is a motherfucking JoJo reference. Pet Shop was featured in our video on broken fighting game characters from a little while back. And while there are many reasons why this character is banned, including the fact that he's immune to low profile attacks, there's one move in his kit that is utterly, horrendously broken. His Icicle break. When Pet Shop calls this bad boy in, an icicle appears at the top of the screen and falls after a set period of time. The distance of the icicle can be set by the Pet Shop player. So here's why it's broken. So what? It's an overhead projectile, right? Wrong. First off, Pet Shop can set where the icicle appears based on what button he's holding. This means you can put it behind your opponent to cross them up. The icicle has to be blocked high, and while it's dropping, Pet Shop is fully actionable. So, He can set up a 100% unblockable situation, where the Icicle hits overhead while he hits low, where the Icicle hits behind and he hits you at a block stun, or any other tricky mix-ups. So what's the counterplay? Well, if you move forward to try and dodge the Icicle, Pet Shop can press pretty much any button and force you to block, meaning you'll get crossed up. If you try and throw out a move to counter Pet Shop attacking low, you'll still get hit and knocked down, putting you into Oki and giving Pet Shop enough time to fire up another Icicle. And if you retreat and back yourself into the corner, well, good luck. Apart from dealing a huge amount of damage, off of one Icicle, Pet Shop can land a guaranteed touch of death combo. It's basically a choose your own adventure game, but every option sends you to the last page of the book where you fucking die. I know what you're thinking. Okay, so basically just pressure him from the start of the round and never give him enough space to call in an Icicle, and you might stand a chance of winning, right? Wrong, because Pet Shop can call in Icicles while blocking. That's right, if he's stuck in a block string, he can hold the free win button, call in an Icicle, drop it on his opponent's head, and guard cancel into a touch of death. Sure, unblockables exist in other games, and there are numerous characters in JoJo's that are overtuned, but being able to set up an unblockable while blocking and combo into a touch of death, it's just too much. Thankfully, as we mentioned, Pet Shop is a banned character, so you won't have to worry about running into this setup in tournament. Alright, here's the last move for today. Honestly, I saw this on Twitter and felt like I had to include it. The Simpsons Wrestling is not a balanced game. It's not even a good game. Whoa! It's insanely overtuned, with multiple characters having attacks, grabs, and setups that would be game-breaking in any other title. But one move rises above the rest.
I'm absolutely gonna kick your keister.
Ned Flanders, when he gets pinned, immediately resurrects with full health, meaning he effectively has double the health of any other character in the game. He's basically Gil from Third Strike. Broken, right? Well, Ned's Resurrect is his second best move. Flanders' best move is his high power attack, which calls upon God himself to smite his enemies. Flanders drops to his knees, says a prayer, and 7 bolts of lightning streak down from on high, utterly obliterating any non-believer standing in his way. This is the most damaging attack in the game. It disrupts enemies, meaning you can't be pinned while it's active. It can strike opponents who are knocked down, giving you a guaranteed pin. And even if an opponent is at full health, the lightning bolt will stun them, giving Ned enough time to land a grab, wait for them to get struck by the next bolt of lightning, and immediately re-grab them, repeating until he gets a full knockdown and pinning to win the round. But where's the fun in that? While your opponent is running around the ring trying to dodge lightning bolts, you call in a second round of lightning, doubling how many they have to dodge. Or how about, when you get a knockdown, you start spamming your projectile, homing Bibles, that lock them into a knockdown loop. Lightning is positively, abso-ding-dong-a-lootly game-breaking, and it's one of many reasons this stupid game is so beloved. Thanks for watching. What was your favorite move? Which one should we include in our next list of broken fighting game moves? Let us know in the comments. My name's Jonah. See you next time.
This video is made possible thanks to our wonderful patrons. Massive thank you to everyone on this list, and shout out to B, Pass, Retro, Shampoo, and Yashichi for being Platinum supporters. And an extra special shout out to Cloud and Steph for being our Diamond supporters. Happy holidays, y'all. If you want to talk to us, check out our Discord. If you want to support our channel and get info on unreleased videos, check out our Patreon. If you want to help us out in a different way, leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell to stay up to date is also appreciated. My name is Jonah. Thanks for watching.